Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you today? Okay, good. I'm good here, and I'm really good. I'm fine. But I suggest you that when you want to go outside, please bring a mask and also bring wearing a mask and also bring hand sanitizer. It's important for us nowadays. Okay, so today we gonna learn about narrative text. As I said last week that we today we gonna learn narrative text. But I think it's better for us to pray together. So let's pray together. Pray together. Begin. Finish. Okay. So narrative text. Narrative text. What is the definition of narrative? Have you know about it? Yes. It's too earlier to think about the definition, the structure, and the others. I want to show you. Firstly, I want to show you the learning objective of our today's lesson. So by the end of the lessons, all of you are able to first through information gathering activities. Student can explain the structure of the text and linguistic elements in oral and written narrative text correctly. Secondly, through discussion activities, all of you can correctly compile narrative text related to Legend of the Lackawanna, and the last learning objective is you can conclude social functions, text structures, and also linguistic elements. Okay, students, because the limit of the time, so let me show you the video that maybe you have heard the story, but it's still interesting for us, so don't get stressed. Okay, let's play the video.
Named Malin Kundang, who lived with his poor father and mother. They lived in a village on the beach. It was a small and quiet place, and many people had migrated to the cities to find more money. There wasn't much to do in their village. The land was arid and the fish in the sea were not plentiful. Malin Kundang liked to play. All he did every day was just chase the only chicken his parents owned, Burik.
There you are, Burik. Come here. Ha ha ha.
Little Malin kept chasing Burik. When he caught him, he would usually torture the poor chicken.
I got you. Ha ha ha.
One day, Malin Kundang's father wanted to go abroad. It is said that the neighbouring country is prosperous and making money there is very easy.
I'm leaving, Malin,
said Malin's father.
Yes, Dad.
Malin Kundang's father immediately boarded the ship with the other residents who wanted to migrate. So Malin and his mother had to stay in the poor village. Day after day went by with no word or news from Malin's father. Malin's mother also had to work harder to meet their daily needs.
Come on, please buy it!
Meanwhile, one day, he tripped over a stone and fell very hard. His arm was scratched by the sharp stone and started bleeding.
But the scar will remain.
Days became months, months became years, and the years passed quickly.
So that is the video. Wait. Yeah. Okay, I am here. Still here, students. Yes, that is the video about Malin Kundang. What do you get from the video, from the story? So what is the moral value? What are the things that make you maybe feel better, or maybe you are motivated to be a better person. Yes, of course, we have to respect to our mother, whatever we go, whatever what kind of success. Maybe we can be a president, we can be a lecturer, but do not forget our mother, because our mother, you know, she always taking care of us until now. Since you were born, then until now, she always take care of us. So the big moral value of the story of Malik Kudang, we have to respect to our mother, to our parents. Okay, so that is the moral value of the video. Okay, let's move to the narrative text. So we cannot, um, you know, fill our what is it meeting with only watching video. That is this, the intermezzo. Okay, so the next is about the definition of narrative text. So, definition of narrative text is it is a story with complication or problematic events, and it tries to find the resolution to solve the problem. So, it is like a story that has a conflict, and then in the story also there is a resolution. Resolution is meant like the problem was solved. So that's the definition of narrative text. Simple. Okay, then do you get the point? Of course, because you are clever. Then we're gonna learn about what is the purpose of the text. Yes, great. Okay, what is the purpose of the text? What's the purpose of narrative text? The text has a purpose to amuse the reader. So, after you watch the video, or maybe you have read some story that is narrative text, but you do not realize that. So, what do you feel about? Yes, of course, the text is the text amuses us, right? Yes. So that is the purpose of narrative text. To entertain the reader, to amuse the reader. So this is important for us to know about narrative text, because sometimes we yes we bored our activity, then we need refreshing. So you can go to read narrative text, but yes, it is not a good suggestion, but yeah, it's good. Then the structure of the text. Narrative text has three events in the text. First is orientation, then complications, and also resolution. So each event has a characteristic and it shows something. So for example, is orientation. So orientation, or commonly referred to as the introduction, contains about who, when, where a story is set. You can find who is the main character, where it was happened, where it happened, then also when when the story happened. So in the you can take a look on the Malingkundan in the first in the beginning part of the video. The writer, the video maker, show us about who is Malingkundan, then where is he lives, and also when it happened. So that is the orientation. Then complications. This is komplikasi in bahasa Indonesia. What is complication? Complication is the event that tells us the beginning of the problem. I'm sorry. We cause the peak of the problem, or what is commonly called the climax. This section usually involves the main character of the story. Yes. Ah, complication. So I tell you, Complication is the event of narrative text that contain a conflict. So this is the beginning of conflict. Then the conflict rises until climax in the complication. So it's simple, like beginning of the problem, problem is rising, and also climax. That's the point of complications. And then there is the resolution in the structure of the narrative text. So what is exactly the resolution is? This part is the end of the story or a solution. So it's simple. Resolution is like when you have a problem, when you hungry, then you eat, and then you feel better. So that is the resolution. It's simple. Like orientation is when you um, wake up, when you wake up from sleep in the morning. Then complication is when you feel like, okay, I'm hungry, and resolution is you eat. You eat um to feel better or something like that. In the Malin stories, it is the same. Like orientation is when we know about the Malin Kundang, who is Malin Kundang, where he lives, and then complications when Malin Kundang decided, when Malin Kundang live in pool, and also he's decided to go abroad. The problem rises when Malin Kundang back to the village and then meet an old woman that is actually his mother, but he decided to reject it to claim that the old man is his mother. And then the climax is when Malin Kundang said, "No, you are not my mother. You are a bigot." So that is the climax of the uh, story. And then what is the resolution? Resolution is something that uh, you know delay or solve the problem. The mob of Malinkutan decided to curse and Malinkutan to be stern. So that is the resolution of the text. Do you get a point? No. I'm sorry, yes. And then the language features of narrative text. So first narrative text using action verbs in past tense. You can find some narrative text always uses yes, they always use past tense and also action verbs like played, then cursed, or maybe killed. You can find it. And then certain nouns that function as a third person or character, for example, stepbrothers. Yes, in the narrative text there is a noun like a man and then a woman. It always a certain nouns like stepbrother, sister, uh, yes, something like that, chosen. Yes. And then using action verbs, I already explained to you. Use conjunction to order events like therefore, then, however, something like that. And then there is a dialect in the text. Yes, this is the usually a narrative text contain a dialect in the text. Like yes, you can find it by yourself. Okay, so that's language features. Let's play the game with Kahoot. I want to show you a game with Kahoot. You can guess the answer. Okay, wait a minute. This one, play. Okay, single player. Because I cannot play with you, so this is just teaching for you. Okay, internet name. Yeah, sure. What is the purpose of narrative text? Do you still remember about the purpose of narrative text? I forgot. Okay, which one I have to choose? Maybe narrative text is to describe something. Yes or no? No. Give attention? No. To show how to make something. I think it's not narrative. Okay, I try to choose this one. And yes, we correct. So, how many of you that click this one? I think all of you choose this answer because all of you are clever and all of you are smart. Then to the next questions. Mal is in the first position. I'm waiting to play this game with you. And then quiz. Which one are the characters of Night? Using passive voice? No. Using future tense? Present tense? No. Present tense is to express the situation, but I think because narrative text always telling story about past, so I can choose this one. Oh, be right. Using past tense. Oh, this is accidentally. Then we are in the second positions. What are the structure of narrative text? Orientation, communication. Which one I got? I think it is resolution, information, and so information. Do you think the same? No, I think this one. Well, you got the correct. Next, which paragraph is the orientation of the text? I cannot see the picture, so it's think that the orientation is the first paragraph. Yeah, we right. Okay, next question. Okay, this is the last question. Ronaldo or Messi? So if you are a football fans, you know, you must know. Yes, you must be know about this that persons. That is Messi and also Ronaldo. I am fans of Ronaldo, so I click Ronaldo. Okay, students. So that is the okay. We are in the track. Yes. So I just want to show you the yeah. So this is the text that you will identify. Where is the orientation? Where is the complication? And also where is the resolution? So this is your time. I give you 3 seconds to identify. No, 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 not 3 seconds. Just kidding. I give you 3 minutes to identify where is the orientation, complication, and also resolution. So time is yours. Okay, finish. So, do you think that the orientation is the last paragraph? No, you're wrong. The orientation always in the first paragraph of the text. So the orientation is this one. I'm sorry. Please come. Okay, this is the orientation. Long time ago, there was a kingdom in West Java. The kingdom was ruled by a king named His Majesty Prabu. Yes, I said to you that orientation always tell us where is the story happened, who is the main character, and so when. Okay, this is a long time ago. A long time ago, there was a kingdom in West Java. So this is the place, the setting of the story, and then the kingdom was ruled by a king named His Majesty Prabu. So this is the main character. Orientation, always tell it, and always in the first paragraph. Okay, remember that. Then Prabhu was kind and wise king, but it was a pity that Prabhu is queen Kalam children. You can read this one. This is the beginning of the problem that he has a wife that had not got any children. So Prabhu went to the jungle and prayed to the god to begging for a child. Here, this is the beginning of the problem. That the problem rises, and this one, yeah, and then the climax is when the no, the problem rises when the Prabhu Majesty give necklace for her daughter, but the necklace was rejected by the daughter, and then the princess, okay, princess, And then this is the climax. The the queen crying, everybody crying, and also there is a miracle that the earth also crying. So this is the climax. So the complication I said to you was the problem began, start, and then rising, and also climax. So that is the complication of the text. Yes, and then this is the resolution. The resolution of the text that yeah, no, this people call it like it means like of color on the back day, like is full, and it's a resolution. Yeah. Um. Also, um. Yes, I give you homework. So I think you have understand about narrative text. The homework is about uh the purpose of what is the purpose of the text, and then you identify the structure of the text. You just click the link that I have shared to WhatsApp group. Okay, students. And yes, this is the end of today's lesson. So thanks so much for your attention today. I hope that you understand about what I have said. I'm sorry if my explanation is not clearly. So thanks so much, students. Um, I just want to say, don't forget to keep your health. Okay, so wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Don't forget to submit your homework. Okay, dah.